Hello everyone, this is Hank. Today I'm going to show you how to switch eyes and faces using the EOS R6 camera. Okay, first of all, let me show you the menu item to set things up. Okay, so you go to the pink magenta menu item AF1 and start out with. You can start out either with one shot or servo. It doesn't really matter. In this case, I'm going to just keep it in one shot. The AF method is what we call the face tracking, and that enables the tracking of the faces, as you know. So default is people. We're going to keep it that, and we want eye detection enabled, of course. So those are the premise. Okay, so I pressed the shutter button to get back to the normal. As you can see that with face tracking on, and you have a situation with people, it'll grab the first eye that it sees, and normally is in the middle, closest to you, and that would be the logic for most Canon mirrorless. It does that. So in this case, it grabbed the model in the middle, pretty much. Okay, so now the question would be like, what if I don't really want that eye? How do I switch it? So first of all, let me show you the buttons that you need to be familiarized with. Okay, so with that, I want to switch over to this one to show you. There are two buttons that you need to be familiar with. One button on the right, where the button above the button, it has a symbol like a Windows. That is what Canon calls the AF point selection button, and that is what we really need to do. Okay. Also, in order to switch it, we're going to use a joystick to switch. So when I'm talking about the AF point selection and the joystick, that is what we're talking about. Okay. So with that, let's switch back to this one. Okay, so that is the default eye. Okay, so if you want to focus, you just press the focus button and you focus on it. So that's pretty normal. Now, what if I don't want to focus on that eye? So what you want to do is press that AF point selection button, and very briefly you have that symbol, and then you can use the joystick, and I just did a joystick left. Okay, so it switched the eye, and you can switch back. Now it takes a default 8 seconds, so within 8 seconds you got to do it. Otherwise, you have to do it again. In this case, I exceeded the 8-second default, so I'm going to press it again. This time, use the joystick right to move right. Okay, so basically, I can switch the eye and move on with that. Now, this is interesting. It thought that was another eye, which is kind of a bug in the system there, but that's okay. Okay, so basically, that is how you do it. I hope that makes sense to you. With that, thank you very much for your attention. We'll see you in another episode. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.